Hi everyone. Today we'll speak about systematic approach for Web3 security. It's like a topic that I was exploring a lot with my team before Pessimistic and Rectoff, and right now I try to push this vision and this concept into in the Pessimistic. Yeah, so a bit about Pessimistic, who we are. We have 6 years experience in EVM security, so we provide in audits, and we have a bunch of big clients that you can see on the screen. We did more than 400 security reviews, like half of them did by the team itself, and plus our engineers do the solo audits and etc. And we contributed to the blockchain space a lot. We tried to engage with the Slytherin. This is like static analyte detectors based on Slither. And we built a spotter that is open source monitoring solution that you can check right now. You can just go to the Telegram and put your smart contract, and you can like put protection for your smart contracts. A bit about me, I'm doing security relation at Pessimistic and pushing alternative to EVM research. So this is Rust, and we also researching the ZK. I really loving Rust language. I really enjoying it a lot. I was in the ZK hack, so we kind of doing R&D inside of Pessimistic and trying to build some stuff and understand how the security can be helpful in this case. I also love ZK and FHE. I'm based in Paris, so they're like a FHE kind of monopoly there with the Zama. And I try to research also this, and I love the chaos theory, and this is one of my favorite topics to talk about. So the question is like, what it is all about? What does it mean, the systematic approach to web security, what the system is, and how we can kind of protect ourselves against all this malicious activities on chain and increase the protection itself and decrease the amount of hacks happening, amount of stolen money, etc. So on the screen you can see just some copy-pasted kind of materials from the Rect news website, where you see the biggest hack in the industry, which happened not, like most of them happen not because of the smart contract vulnerabilities, but because of like some Web2 security vulnerabilities that I will show next. So yeah, a bit about like what the system is and how we kind of see and how we define in the Pessimistic what system is. So on the market you have different kind of tools, solutions, services, platform, etc. that kind of trying to improve your security as much as it possible. And for the last 2 years, I see the kind of a demand on the kind of explanation to the developer teams why. What we should choose as what engineers, what teams we should choose, what solution we should choose, and how we can define the best kind of services for ourselves. So yeah, in the screen you see just like a different bunch of security reviews, formal verification, security tooling, and other kind of security services that exist on the market. And it's all like a system. So we try to create something like we kind of try to create a structure that can be understandable for everyone and build this inside of the teams so they can, optimize their costs, improve their security, and like, be as productive as they can. So a bit about the industry itself, like all this system is again just split it, kind of services, tooling, etc. And we really like in the Web2 security, we don't have the standards, so we don't have a minimal requirements for the projects as from the developer side, also for security side. So we really don't know what is the like a standard to be the professional security researcher or the right kind of framework to build your blockchain protocol, etc. And in Web3 security, we have a lot. We have like different bunch of standards. We have, for example, for software, we have SOC 2, we have NIST standards, and many others. We also have like for individuals, they can like this is like a goal for them just to achieve this kind of a certification and be this professional. And it opens you a lot of doors into the market because the market of Web3 security is big. And as I see it myself, is just we're also moving into the standards. So all this system that we're trying to build to protect our projects in the industry, we still want to create from this kind of a standard that everyone can be like compliant, using as a compliance for big enterprises, and then new traditional liquidity will come to our blockchain market. Yeah, so this is how we kind of define like a system in the pessimistic, and you see the idea and maturity kind of lifetime, right? And you can see what is the best solution that can be integrated on each stages of the protocol development, post-deployment, pre-deployment. Yeah, pre-deployment, post-deployment, sorry. Yeah, and also we have Web2 security. So this is like kind of hot topic right now because many, as I said before, hacks happening in the Web2, and it's kind of like phishing, keys leakage, etc. So how we can like protect also ourselves from this traditional vulnerabilities. So yeah, this is like just a picture. So we defined by ourselves. It's not a new thing, but I try to focus on this kind of structure. That we have basically 3 stages of the development lifecycle. We have a development and design of the protocol, so where you specify all the architectures and kind of create, innovate on that. Then I have pre-deploy, where you need to rush. You have like there's deadlines where you need to deploy your contracts on the chain, and like you have like rushing with all these services. And then you have post-deploy, when you've done a lot of work, you like kind of built your kind of system, and you trying to add additional kind of important things to your security, as monitoring, as a incident response plan. For example, if your blockchain protocol is hacked, how we can like in a very productive way to protect it and like fast respond to the threat. So yeah, we have design stage. We have a couple of recommendations. So on the design stage, I think that testing is one of the most important thing. And when you test your smart contract or you test your code, you should have like really focused time on that. And you have, yeah, here you can see the 3 kind of different testing that is the most famous one. So in the unit testing, I mean the foundry for Solidity, for example, and a static analyzer like Slitherin or Slither, or what we do, Slitherin. Then you have dynamic analysis, the fuzzing stuff. I think today you will have some big debate on the fuzzing and formal verification in the next speeches. So and the third one is formal verification, that right now kind of trying to innovate, and because the formal verification itself, the math behind it is so complex, and right now the teams like Certora or runtime verification trying to do something in this kind of direction and provide their tools for security researchers so they can test and they can improve their efficiency with the math behind it. So yeah, this is just pictures. And one other second very, very important topic for my opinion is that we should have like documentation. So we need to specify everything. For example, I think here someone is from you is just like a security researcher, and you know what, somehow when the project comes to you, there is a problem that like the code base is like a cow. So you have different kind of code, it's not specified, not documented at all, and it's hard to kind of engage. So you spend a lot of time to like to try to understand what code does, and then yeah, you spend a lot of time so unproductively. And that we really recommend our teams every time that we talk with them is that you need to specify, you need a technical specification, you need to high-level doc so you can understand the kind of ontology model of the protocol on a full scale, and yeah, the coding policy. So this is like DevOps, or the new word DevSecOps for that. So you kind of define the stages in the CI and like how it should work productively. Yeah, so best practice is also in the design and architecture. So you should like we see this a lot, that people try to do their audit. So they try to onboard on the first audits and like try to start their journey in the security from the like an audit from the company, and then try to work with them. And architecture advisor, yeah, this is one of our services that we provided. This like we advise companies or what we can do, how we can like help them build the right kind of stuff. Yeah, on the pre-deploy, again, more security reviews. So after we iterate all these testing practices, we start to think, okay, what the next step? And the next step would be more security reviews, of course. So you do a bunch of, depends on your budgets and depends on your expectations. But yeah, and you're also writing that we really kind of focus on is that we advise projects to build this incident response plan. So you not focus on the incident response plan after when you deploy. You focusing on the pre-deploy because why? The main question is why? Because like after after you deploy a contract, you don't have a time to think, right? You're thinking in each kind of direction you can be hacked or something like that. So it should be prepared. So really, security should be like more tackled more seriously, and we need to focus on those both sides from the documentation perspective, from the technical perspective a lot. And so when the post deploy, this is like everything. So you are just you're choosing the monitor tool. Monitor tool is really interesting topic. I would not dive into different monitoring solutions, how they work. But basically, what we have, for example, in Pessimistic, we have Spotter. Spotter is easy use tooling that you can just connect your smart contract to the Telegram bot, just an address, and it's started to detecting some kind of malicious activities in the mempool. Yeah, so it is free. It's easy. You can try to test it without any onboarding big other projects that take your money from that. You can try Spotter right now. And of course, bug bounty. Bug bounty is like endless kind of stuff. You put your code bases on the bug bounty, and people try to find the vulnerabilities there in the not specified time. Yeah, so have you ever heard about VCSO? Can you raise a hand? Maybe someone you've heard about virtual? Yeah, cool. It's not a lot of people, but okay. So in traditional security, there is a kind of solution called virtual CISO. So the CISO is Chief Information Security Officer, whose duties is to build kind of a framework which would be improving your security services on like as much as it can. Yeah. So what's the difference between the person and the virtual CISO? Is basically it is hard to find this kind of guy in our market, and it's hard to integrate himself into the process and understand if he's the right person to protect your blockchain protocol and to build this team and to build these requirements, the minimal requirements, what I said before for the security services. Yeah, so how it works in Pessimistic, that we were trying to research right now, is that basically first step is just a thesis, we don't dive into a lot. So first we're analyzing the complete organizational and technical situation of your protocol, where we kind of not only look into the smart contract and some specific, we're also looking for the whole requirements for example, for you want to hire someone developer, right? There are many hacks. There's some malicious developer that didn't go through the QIC or something, just change something in the smart contract, and yeah, it's hacked. And there are many situations like that. So we try to analyze on a full scale what's going on in your business and in your kind of technical part. So after that, the second step is that after we define, we start to work on that. So we connecting you with the appropriate partners that we establish with them like a ways in productive ways, rather than you will go to some, for example, bug bounties and start to talk. We already have optimized kind of connection groups that you can just dive in, onboard on the bug bounty platform as fast as you can. So this is like optimizing your time and cost and whatever. Yeah, and so we advise you through the whole kind of a process. What is the best? What's the solution is the right one? Of course, we have partners. We don't have all capabilities in the market, so we have partners that will support you. So, for example, like contests, for example, like some advanced tooling like ML, AI, fuzzing, formal verification. Soon we will talk with other teams. So we have a bunch of different kind of partners that can provide you the best security from their technical stack. Yeah. So one of the main thing in that is that, for example, as I said in the documentation, we should develop kind of these policies, requirements, guidelines, consistent weekly, monthly checks of what's going on in your protocol. So I think in the big enterprise cybersecurity companies, it's well defined already. And as we and as many our partners on the market, not competitors but partners, we are moving into the field where like not only will be just cool, nerdy, technical guys who will check your code base and then we will find everything. And we try to build like really efficient organizational framework where you will not spend your time, you will not spend your like consideration again time on the what is the best, what is wrong, and etc. You will like you have a really big chance to do something wrong because you do it by yourself. And the funny thing is that as we talk with many teams, we understand that like even the best engineers in the industry, they still don't know what is security. And so some simple advices, even to build some kind of a roadmap or strategy, it is really useful for them, and it is kind of fun. Because when you see someone from the big project that is kind of senior engineer and come to him and kind of like just point it out, you should do this, and he like, oh my god, you're right, I didn't think about that. And this is how our industry right now working, even after like 10 years or something. This is how it works. So even the best teams don't know what they want and like what to choose. So so yeah, that's kind of what we trying to solve. And in the end, we kind of wanted to provide for the companies with who we work on this kind of service what we've done. So right, if you, for example, we connect all the partners, so we define all our KPIs, what we do. So yeah, the main goals in that. So is the cost efficiency. Like in the Web3 security, you spend a huge amount of money on the audits, and it's really like sometimes it's honestly it's stupid because you spend a lot of money on just whole best security providers and think like your code base would be secure, but it's not how it works. And we've seen so much like cases when it was like yeah, you done some audits from Spearbit, Trailbits, or something like that. I'm not trying to say that this is really good teams, but like sometimes it's just you cannot fully secure your system, and it happens some hacks, and you're like, okay, what I did wrong or something, and in the end you just okay. And we understand that like this is not a problem in the skills of these teams. This is problems from the start. The problem started from the start. Like for example, if you not specify and you not define everything in documentation, you not do everything what we recommend to you, we think that like this is not the problem of the security firm. Again, this is problem of the developer. It's not well established developer operations and like many other stuff that developers are kind of should focus on. And yeah, of course, we increase the level of protection. So in any industry, there is no like kind of solution for absolute security. So we try to kind of in systematic approach to structure security advice on that topics, to connect with our partners, to track everything, and like to give you some numbers on how your security already improved. Yeah, so that's basically it. But you can connect to my Telegram asking the questions. I think this is interesting topic that we can talk about. You can talk about other different things. So if you're a protocol, blockchain, or you're a developer, or you're a security engineer, let's talk, let's debate. I would love to do it. We have like our CDO here, so we can like create some kind of debate. Yeah, and so that's it. Maybe you have some questions that I can answer.
Let's open up a Q&A session. So raise your hand if there's any questions in the audience. Feel free to raise your hands. Yes.
Hear me?
Yep.
Thank you for the presentation. My question is related to when should teams approach you? Is it at early stage? Do you have some recommendation about that?
like it's really hard to say when there is no like a framework where the teams should approach security providers, but as we provide such a support, I think even from the start, when you, for example, raise some money and you have some investments, you're not starting to just onboard for the audits, right? You do it, you just like, okay, you cool engineers. You go to some kind of a support system that shows you what's the best in the market. So you spend some time on the, after the fundraiser, you have some money on the security. Okay, I decided to spend like a couple of ten of thousands on the security. What should I do? Rather than go to the audit from the start, you go to the experts who will advise you like, okay, here's the market, here's what we have, here's what our team have, and you can decide. So you're not spending a lot of time on on our interactions. You just spend the time intelligently, so you can like kind of understand the whole market, what's going on there, and then doing your choosing what is the best for you. And we are not wanna sell our services. We wanna provide as many support as we can, and we want to point you to the best partners from our perspective.
Okay, but do you have some kind of queue, or, I mean,
what do you mean by that?
well, if I approach you today, are you ready to work with my team, or should?
Yeah, of course. So you just should scan QR code, chat to me, and we can make a call to start the discussion. So as I said, the first step is just to meet each other, understand what's going on in your blockchain protocol on a full scale. So you provide us kind of, for example, we sign an NDA, you provide us GitHub, you provide all information about your organization, and we make a couple of calls and just advise you what is the best, what is wrong, and then we kind of fix about.
Start from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Do we have one more question? We have time for one more question. Yes.
What is your experience with the customers? Do they implement all the things that you tell them, or just some of them, or half of them, or something?
Depends on the case. Like many people just don't do anything because they have just, I don't know, they decide by themselves. So we're not trying to be your, we're not trying to take your decisions and like to take, nah, you don't do this, you do this because we advise you. No, it's not how it works. We provide our kind of perspective, and you decide. Answering to your question, can you repeat again so I can like?
Yeah, what's your experience? Do your customers implement all your recommendations, or just some of them?
Yeah, many people just doing audits, for real, because it's like other services is just hard. Like all this tooling stuff, it's just hard right now because it's not optimized enough, and not optimized in the developer flow. So it's hard to kind of just come and like, okay, use this. So we're working on that. We want to optimize it as much as we can, and yeah, that's how it works.
Thanks.
Good questions, guys. Just so you know, like I love when you engage. Like, good job, good job.
I would love. I know. Are you from Trailbit? Maybe you can say something. I would love to, because you're working with the big enterprises. I would love to hear your opinion on that. So maybe I can learn from.
Okay, we have time for one more.
I just want to make from this.
Can you? Okay.
Yep.
On the question if customer implements the recommendation.
Yep.
I think most of the time they are going to implement the most critical recommendation, but they don't always follow like the more long-term recommendation, because sometimes we are going to tell them, look, here there is like an immediate bug, you need to fix it, because if you don't fix it, it's game over. But sometimes we're also going to provide recommendation like, okay, maybe your design here it's not the best fit for the long term of your project. Consider refactoring this function, consider adding like this additional layer of protection. And depending on the maturity of the team and depending on their deadline and like what kind of limitation they have and resource, they are going or not to implement what we recommend. We also work a lot with customers on a regular basis. So, for example, we see the same customer every 6 months or every year, whatever. And for this type of customer, they do implement our recommendation, and we see the improvement over time. That answers the question.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so you see, security is never like us it was before, just an audit. You move to the deploy stage. Right now, everyone says on the market we should do the different. So companies like TrailerBits or companies like SpiritBit, they understood it well and they try to implement it. You see on their website they already have their services and you can check them out. So this is not a new thing. This is not something really innovative from technological perspective, but it's just how it should work, and how it should work not from only our opinion, but from opinion of the whole security market. So that's it. How much time we have? Yeah.
We have like 2 minutes more.
Oh, okay. Okay. If no questions, no problem.
Yes. Like.
I was scared that I do it so fast. So that's good. Yeah.
If there's no more questions. Okay, Yehor, thank you so much for sharing this with the community. Appreciate it. Good job.